Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore and our Undead Mage. I appreciate you joining me today, and I hope you are all doing well. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We do have some questing in and around the Stagnant Oasis, but I've got a additional personal challenge to put on top of our current rule set for today. And that is going to be to put ourselves on somewhat of a time limit for those quests down south. And that time limit is going to be enforced by the apothecary here at the crossroads. Apothecary Helbram here has a quest for us to take some spore samples to Thunder Bluff. And if I'm not mistaken, the timer is 45 minutes.
Hello.
So we're gonna pick this quest up. We're gonna see if we can complete some quests in and around the Stagnant Oasis and get this to Thunder Bluff within that time limit. Let's see what we can do. I have rendered the spores you gave me into an emulsion. I must now send it to my associate, Apothecary Zama. If you were to carry this to her, she can offer you something from our stores of alchemical goods. She is in the Pools of Vision, a cave beneath the shamans of Thunder Bluff. The path to this cave is well hidden, but you may find it on the Spirit Rise bluff. Do hurry. This emulsion may maintain its potency for only a short time, and must be resealed and processed before then.
Beware the living.
Yep, there it is, 45-minute timer. So we're going to head out of town to the south. We are going to avoid anything that isn't, an objective that we need. Doesn't help that I didn't stop to make any water or food before we started, so let's go ahead and do that now real quick. We'll have to make some more as we go if we really need it. We're not going to spend too much time on collecting Varrog's head. If we can get it, that's great. If we can't, if he's like not there within like a minute or two, we're just going to skip it. Like I mentioned before, I think the run from Crossroads to Thunder Bluff is about 10 minutes. So we kind of have to keep that, that in mind. So I think what we'll do is we will start with Varrog first. We'll just check out his camp and see if he's there. We're going to keep an eye out for some raptors that we're going to have to collect some feathers from. I don't know if they stretch this far up north, but we just want to keep our eye out just in case they do. Yeah, I'm not sure if these screechers would have the feathers that we need. We can kill this one pretty quickly and just test it out. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Couple more water while we can. Make sure we max out our buffs. We'll get our food buff up as well. If we're lucky, Varrog will just be there waiting for us. He literally just appeared in chat. Fortunately, we're in a little bit of a compromised position here because we just had to fight off some stuff. Have to get our mana back quickly. Let's hope that there aren't any other players around. Perfect. And we didn't even pick up a second centaur either. That could not have gone any better. All right, what next? All right, let's plant we'll plant the seeds at the bottom of the bubbling fissure here. And then it'll be the raptors next. Perfect. Seeds planted. Now it's time to go after the raptors. And it's not just the visiting each nest. We're actually going to go after the stolen silver as well, which is further down here. We'll probably deal with Mankrick's wife first, though. Got another Sunscale Screecher here. It's a little bit higher level, though, so maybe this one will drop what we need. Nothing yet. I do see a scythe claw here, so maybe that's the ones that we're looking for. There's feather number 1. I think we can farm up all these feathers at once too. Oh, it actually looks like there's nobody here right now. Alright. Yes, we've got a lot of raptors to pick from. So let's see if we can collect the other 2 feathers first. Wait until that raptor moves away. We've got 2, okay. Just gotta pick up 1 more. Take care of these first 2 nests while we're here. So we don't have to, we can avoid killing more raptors that might respawn. actually got really, really unlucky. We didn't get feathers from any of those. So we're gonna have to, fortunately, go out of our way slightly so we can find another scythe claw. I suppose there's going to be a lot of scythe claws over by the raptor mound here in the southeast, so might be able to pick up our last feather there, and then we'll have to just backtrack. Perfect. Got that. Let's just take care of this now while all the raptors we killed before are dead. Really feeling that adrenaline pumping now that we have this timer in the top right. Definitely, I feel like luck has definitely been on our side overall though so far. It seems like every objective we've completed today, we've seen a player just after completing it. Alright, now that that is done, again, we're going to try to avoid some enemies in between. And we'll pick up that stolen silver next. Ooh, or do we want to do Mankrik next? I guess we'll do Mankrik next. He's right over there. Where his wife is, at least. I guess we'll look out for Lakota Mani as well. I think that is a like a thunder lizard or a kodo or something that randomly roams the the southern barrens here. And if we happen to see them, we get an extra quest item that we can turn in at Camp Tarajo. It's a nice little bit of bonus experience if we can locate him. The body is that of a female orc warrior. It is clear that she died in battle, probably against the Quillboar in the area. You turn the body over and see the marks from blades and spells upon the deceased orc, her armor all but destroyed, her hair matted to her face. Based on Mankrik's description of her, there is no doubt in your mind that this was his wife. You will be upset by the news, but you are sure he should know the truth. Alright, we will deliver the news once we return. For now, let's pick up that stolen silver. I think that's all going to be all that we have left to do before we head straight to Mulgore. So, we're making fantastic timing. At the moment, and we'll see how this stolen silver goes, but at the moment, I wasn't expecting us to have so much time left over. As long as we have 10 minutes left, let's just say like 12 minutes left to be safe, I think we can make it to Thunderbluff in time. So roughly 20 minutes to get this silver back. Still, there's a lot of raptors that we're going to have to kill, I think, to get to it. From what we've seen so far today, it feels like there haven't been as many players in the area. So the chances of a player already clearing this area out might be a little slim. Well, we have reached the entrance to the raptor grounds. We do have somewhat of a level advantage here, so we might be able to skirt around some of these little camps if we stick to the hills. Does look like somebody could have been here recently. Yeah, there are dead bodies here, so we might be in luck. But I'm also a little worried. I think we're going to have to be quick. Wow. All right, we've got it. Let's get out of here quickly. Let's hope our luck continues to be like this moving forward. And if every set of quests can be like this, then we'll be level 60 in no time. Alright, cool. I mean, we've got plenty of time left, so what we can do is we can search for Lakota Mani a little bit. We can see if we stumble across him as we make our way to Camp Tarajo, and we'll get the flight path there, of course. I think I'll just leave the quests down there alone for now, though. We'll come back to them when we're a little bit closer to our mid-20s. Let's get our food buff back up, too. Starting to see some thunder lizards here. Let's try not to get too boxed in here. Let's get back to the road. I believe we're looking for a big Kodo. Though I think there is a thunder lizard further down south that has a similar setup where you can collect a quest item and turn it into Camp Tarajo, but I think in this case we're looking for a Kodo. Nothing so far. Haven't seen any Kodos in general. Don't know how far this particular Kodo will walk or patrol to. Probably not much further north than this, I would imagine. Alright, well, I think our luck has finally run out for today. I think we've had enough of it. Yeah, so we'll head back to the main road and we'll simply enjoy our walk to Thunder Bluff. I really appreciate some of these delivery quests that Blizzard put into the game, because a lot of times they tend to be through zones that are just enjoyable to walk through. And it's nice that the task, you know, given is simply just to walk there. You know, just giving you time to enjoy the atmosphere. We'll check. I think he can appear across the road as well. We'll just quickly check over here one more time, and then we'll head down the Gold Road. Oh, Alliance Elites noted. Hello there. Almost forgot about you guys. Alright, let's head south. Camp Taraha is actually right over there, which is nice. Already pretty much halfway there. Something I just realized too, I think when we picked up our level 20 abilities, I mentioned how Mana Shield could potentially be useful for saving our life if, you know, we have to run away from a ranged enemy, but it actually only prevents physical damage, it looks like. So this would only help against, you know, like archers and hunters that we need to escape from. Unfortunately, will not do anything against spellcasters, so we'll have to rely on Fire Ward and Frost Ward, which I think we're getting at level 22, to hopefully prevent any magical damage.
Greetings. Goodbye.
Right, we've got our flight path. I don't believe any of these quests involve taking anything anywhere, so I guess what we could do real quick before we go is check any trade supply vendors just to see if there are any recipes that we could be missing.
Hail.
What brings you here?
It's the same old stuff, unfortunately. The blue overalls and the red woolen bag. Neither of which we need. So we can move on. Let's get to Thunder Bluff. We have made it. 15 minutes to spare. 14, I guess. That's perfect. And then we can, while we're in the pools of vision, I think we can pick up a quest. Let's make sure we get the flight path too. I do not want to forget about that. But I think while we're in the pools of vision, we can pick up a quest. Yeah, for back over in Silver Pine. And we can also check the Mage trainer, or the portal trainer. Just to confirm that we have to wait until level 30 to pick up the teleport here. I think we're going to have to fly back to the crossroads anyway to turn in some quests, so we can pick up the flight path then.
Hello?
Until death do us part. Filthy scum leaves me for his damn crusade. Because the light is more important. Light is the most important thing we have against the threats of the undead that the undead pose. Well, what about his children? What about me? Night after night I sat patiently waiting for him, always second to his blasted duty. Well, witness what justice brings you, Adelaide. He's dead, and I'm bearing the very ring of the very thing that he was trying to stop. Take this piece of junk and put it on his tomb at the sepulchre. I want nothing to do with it anymore. Or him.
Dark Lady, what?
Alright, so we'll deliver that pendant. Mage trainer, priest trainer, and apothecary Zama.
Beware the living.
Ah, the spores from the barons that Helbrim was gathering. He garnered your aid in delivering them. Good. And the emulsion is still potent, so you must have wasted no time in the delivery. Well done, Mage. We'll pick the swiftness potions, I think, but we can't use them.
Our time.
Because we can actually... those are actually craftable. Go, portal trainer. And yeah, level 30. Okay.
Dark Lady watch over you.
That definitely makes a lot of sense. Alright, I don't think there's anything else that we need to pick up in Thunderbluff here. These quests are Ragefire Chasm related. There's the Ashenvale Hunt quest, but I think that's just simply a breadcrumb. I don't think it leads to like any bigger quest chains that we need to worry about. So it looks like we're just going to fly back to the crossroads, turn in our quests, and we'll turn in Varog's head as well and pick up the next line of centaur-related stuff to do. Gonna avoid blinking on these bridges just in case. Would not be surprised if I glitched through the floor and fell. Luckily I do have slow fall bound to my mouse wheel going down, so it is a very accessible keybind.
Peace, friend.
Alright, back to the crossroads we go. I believe we should be hitting level 21 as well, so I could take a look at our talents and see where we want to go next with this. I'm assuming piercing ice makes the most sense. We're just increasing the damage. 6%, increasing our frostbolt damage by 6% doesn't seem that crazy, but I feel like it adds up over the course of an entire fight. Because like based off of this, like a 6% increase would be, I don't know, like 4 or 5 extra damage for each frostbolt. But if you're using 3 or 4 of those, then it adds up a little bit more, so it's probably the play. It's just so many of these frost talents are so enticing. I want most of them. Yeah, and then once we do that, we'll have to stick a random point somewhere else. Might do Frostbite. I know Elemental Precision is, probably the best bet, I think, in most cases, but I do quite enjoy Shatter as a talent, and I would like to maximize our chances of being able to utilize it. So putting points into Frostbite might not be a bad idea. It'll allow our Frostbolts to occasionally freeze an enemy in place, and then the following cast of Frostbolt on that enemy will have a increased chance to crit, which is a lot of fun. I kind of like that style of play. Oh, yeah, these are so good. It's so hard to pick between a lot of these. Back. Let's turn in the stolen silver first.
Blood and thunder!
Aha! So the raptors did hide the silver at their lair. It's hard to believe these beasts would have the desire for silver. Perhaps the stories of their intelligence are not as far from the mark as I thought. Thank you, Adelaide. Take this as a reward for your service to us, and know that the guards at the crossroads owe their next month's pay to you.
Go forth.
We've got that. Now we've got the angry scythe claws.
What can I do?
So you've been to the nests and placed the feathers of your prey within them. That took a fair portion of courage, no doubt about it. Do you feel a little tougher, Adelaide? Because you look tougher now than when you first came here. I guess the Barrens is doing its job.
Right.
Your time with me is over, Adelaide. To learn more, you must go to Camp Taraho to the south and speak with Jorn Skyseer. He will continue your guidance.
Farewell.
We'll kill some more stuff once we're ready to do so down south.
Strength.
Sorry, Mancrick. I understand. Thank you, Mage. I'm going to wait to pick up Consumed by Hatred until we are ready to take on the stuff at Camp T, which is going to be pretty soon. Like maybe even like level 22, maybe. We'll see. I definitely want to get back to the Stone Talon Mountains.
Greetings, traveler.
Your findings are amazing. The seeds I gave you were dried and dead. Whatever rests under these oases can create life from nothing. We must study this more.
May the eternal sun
Your findings are incredible, Adelaide. These oases hold properties that must come from an outside source, or perhaps an inside one. I want to know how these fissures are affecting the beasts who drink from the oases' water. Hunt oasis snapjaws at the lush water and stagnant oases. Bring me their shells so I may examine them. So this is actually cool. We can actually kill these at either the stagnant or lush water oases,
The Earth Mother.
which is great. I typically go to the stagnant one to kill these if I haven't had a chance to get Varrog's head yet. But since we did get Varrog's head, we'll definitely complete this at the lush water oasis outside of the Wailing Caverns. Because we're going to have our follow-up quest, our next centaur leader to kill is going to be around this same area. So that sounds like a plan to me. Spender a couple things. Nothing else to see here, I don't think. And let us head over to Regthar Deathgate, and we'll turn in Varrog's head. We've made it back to Regthar's post.
Sug. For the Horde.
Very good. You must have really stirred up those centaur. Our guards spotted activity down near the stagnant oasis, which was probably you. You should be proud of your deed, Adelaide. There is much bravery in you.
Strength.
Hezrol Bloodmark is the leader of the Kolkar centaurs in the Barrens. He is fierce, brutal, and cunning. Defeating him would disrupt and fracture the Kolkars, greatly reducing their threat to us. So kill him. As with Barak and Varrog, bring me Hezrol's head. He leads his people from the Lushwater Oasis to the south.
Dabu.
Very good. And I think that is going to do it for me for today. I'm going to cut it a little bit short for now. In the next one, I'm going to head into the Stone Talon Mountains. I think this is a good spot to end because we're already halfway to the border already. And we're going to have to do some stuff right around here anyway. We don't yet have the flight path up at the Sunrock Retreat, which is something we might pick up in the next episode. In the meantime, as always, I appreciate you all so much for watching, and if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more. I hope to see you back in Stone Talon. Take care.